We designed a multi-tool to be used by firefighters that takes a bunch of different components that firefighters normally carry with them or have in the truck and put them into one solid piece. We have a mall head with 2 different sockets for use for fire hydrants, a hook that they can use to rappel out of a building, a pry bar for prying open doors, things like that, and on the back, a gas valve shutoff. And the idea is that by combining all these tools together, we reduce weight and we reduce time spent running back and forth to the truck. And ultimately, when you're saving time, you're saving money and you're saving lives.
As you can see here, we had a fog machine at the intake of the wind tunnel. And we turn it on for a little bit and you could see the flow. My name is Edwin Gonzalez. The main goal of this project was to create a diffuser for turbofan engines. And it was to reduce the sound propagation 45 degrees from the exhaust tip. And then these are different designs. These are all made here at Sac State. They were 3D printed using ABS plastic, which is what Legos are made out of. And this is what we found to be our best design. So you can see like the area remains relatively the same, but it does reduce the sound decibels.
So we're starting here with the boil kettle. What happens in here is we're heating up the water initially.
So the idea was to create an automated beer brewer, specifically focusing on automating the lautering process. And so what we ended up doing was combining a PLC controller with sensors and tanks and valves to automate that process completely.
The most challenging part for me was actual manufacturing. A lot of the time you can do things in theory and design, but then actually putting into practice, you got to put everything together. That took a lot of effort, but we made it and everything's here, ready to go. Looks great. It doesn't have to be boiling, it could be at 170.
Most difficult part was for the box for the burner itself. Since it has a lot of heat going on inside of it, I had to make sure that the metal I choose is going to be strong enough to withhold that much heat, and then the processes for the finishing of the surfaces are going to be enough to hold the heat inside of it without damaging outside of the box.
The most challenging part for me was trying to understand how we make beer. So that was probably one of the things that I've never done before. I never was exposed to that, and it was a learning process, and now I have a better understanding.